Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to Lawyered Up. I'm Patrick McGinn. I'm a Florida trial attorney and former police officer, and I try to bring you firearm-related information and Second Amendment information from around Florida and around the country. And we have a situation, not necessarily firearm-related or Second Amendment-related, but definitely self-defense related. We have a situation or a trend developing in Miami, particularly in Miami Beach, where groups of young men are riding bicycles from the mainland over to the beach and attacking beachgoers and patrons on the beach. We had a case last year on August 6, 2021 that I'm going to talk about today, and they just made an arrest in this case almost a year later. We have an incident where a restaurant manager was attacked walking a client or a patron to her car. He says he was walking her to the car because of these types of incidents. And you can see here in the picture to my left, the incident was caught on video camera, and we'll take a look at this video. Let me stop it for a minute, back it up. This is at 6th and Ocean. This is right in the middle of the heart of the Deco District, right on Ocean Drive, where all the nice hotels and restaurants are in South Beach. And you can see our victim here. He's wearing the black shorts. He's a bearded guy in a white shirt, and he's walking this young lady in the white pants and a black top to her car. And we see our subjects here. This is what they do. They ride recklessly and crazily in these areas. This area is basically shut off for vehicular traffic on the weekends, and he almost hits our victim here. Our victim, although he's a restaurant manager, they didn't release his name. He's 41 years old, and he suffered a broken nose. And the guy doing the wheelie on the bicycle here is Ronald Moss. Ronald Moss does not live on the beach. And you can see our victim says something to him, and Ronald gets off his bike and pulls up the do-rag and approaches. They both approach, they square up. And if you notice, let me back it up just a little bit again. These guys always do the same thing. They always pull the pants up. So it zooms in a little bit. You can see here they're jawing on each other. And let me tell you, if the last time you were in a fist fight was in high school and you're 41 years old and you don't know to put your hands up when something like this comes along, yeah, you got your fists clenched, but you better get them hands up. If you haven't been in a fight since high school, you may want to think about not getting into this type of ordeal, just letting it go. I mean, not even saying anything to the guy, keep walking. But our victim here is going to square up with him. He obviously doesn't think this guy will hit him. And this guy is showing all the posturing and all the indications that he's ready to attack. And his buddy comes over, and then he just cold cocks him and knocks him down. Like I said, he suffered a broken nose. He went to the hospital. He had some pretty good injuries, but listen to his wife at the end of the interview here.
This is like an epidemic. Every single person in the city of Miami Beach needs to be aware of what's going on and needs to be vigilant and needs to learn how to protect themselves from being assaulted.
And like I said, Ronald is in custody. Here's a picture of him here. You know, it's always been my advice to avoid these situations at all costs. I think the best defensive article you can have is a good pair of running shoes. You do not want to get into an altercation with these guys because these guys run in packs. So say you take care of the first guy, you take care of Ronald here, and then you got to deal with all his buddies. You know, you're just better off avoiding these situations at all costs. You know, swallow the pride, move along. I've seen a lot of people killed and maimed and just beat up because of this stupid lack of respect thing, and you didn't show me the proper respect, and it's all BS at the end. Your health and safety is much more important than any display of respect, especially to a guy like Ronald here. You know, Ronald's from the hood. He's not a good guy. He's got a pretty extensive past. He was charged with aggravated assault in this incident. because of the broken nose. Ronald's not a contributing member to society, and you're not going to get anything out of going toe to toe with this guy. You know, he doesn't have anything. You can't sue him. You're not going to recover the thousands you're going to spend for your broken nose. You may get restitution, but it'll take years to pay, because I doubt Ronald has a job where he can afford to pay anything extra than what he does, if he even has a job in the first place. Anyway, like I said, Ronald's been charged with aggravated assault. He's got a pretty extensive criminal record. And just, you know, my advice is, if you're going to stand toe to toe with somebody half your age, you better get the hands up and you better know your physical skills. Otherwise, just let it go. And just, you know, because somebody might say something, this is not an incident for, you know, deadly force. This is a hand-to-hand incident where you need pretty good physical skills to defend yourself, if you can even defend yourself, because like I said before, once you take care of Ronald here, all of his buddies are going to jump in, and then it's going to get really, really bad. So just a situation to let you know what's developing on Miami Beach. It's a trend here in Miami. We've seen it in other places. We saw somebody get sucker punched in the Bronx not too long ago by a sex offender that was out with no bail. It's occurring a lot more often in this area of Ocean Drive. So if you plan on coming to Miami Beach and enjoying our Art Deco area, just make sure you're aware and you take proper precautions that these guys are out there. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me on Lawyered Up. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Lawyered Up.